The Government Rectangular Survey System. As you know from your readings, North Carolina does not use the Government Rectangular Survey System, also known as the Public Land Survey System. But the majority of the United States does. In fact, the Rectangular Survey System is used in 30 southern and western states. The exceptions are the original 13 colonies, the northeastern U.S., Texas, and Hawaii. And yes, Alaska does use the Rectangular Survey System too. Either way, as a real estate professional, you should understand how land is commonly defined and described. The overall concept is that when using the survey system, land is referenced by its location in relation to two lines. A vertical line, called the principal meridian, which runs north and south, and a horizontal line, called the baseline, that runs east to west. Similar to longitude and latitude, these lines are imaginary. They aren't seen anywhere but a map. It's kind of like that moving yellow scrimmage line when you watch football on television. You don't need to know the hows and the whys, but the country has 36 principal meridians, each one with their own principal meridian name and number and a baseline. If you're interested in understanding more about the names, you will have to ask a surveyor or Google, but for this real estate broker's exam, you don't need to worry about it. As you can see, the principal meridians are not equal distances from one another. Each piece of land is measured only from one meridian, and it may not necessarily be the closest one. For clarity, let's use my home state of Michigan. Shout out to my hometown of Southfield, Michigan. Go Blue Jays. Here you see a map of Michigan with its principal meridian and baseline. Rumor has it that the infamous 8 Mile Road in the Detroit area is based off of the baseline and known as Baseline Road in the western part of the state. So all land, no matter where it is in Michigan, even in the Upper Peninsula, refers to how close it is to the principal meridian and baseline. Imagine, if you will, that we turn Michigan into graph paper or a survey grid. No, not like that. Like this. Or maybe this is easier to read. We've got this baseline and principal meridian, and we are going to use more imaginary lines that go every 6 miles. Vertically, they are called range lines, and horizontally, tiers. This creates 6 mile by 6 mile blocks of land, each block being referred to as a township. Now please note, these are not the same as the cities and townships or villages you've referred to in the past. In some states, those are more like a mold growing on the graph paper, not controlled or defined in a specific manner. Each of these 6 mile by 6 mile townships are given a name. For example, a township may be referred to as T3N R2E. Why? Because this township can be found in the 3rd tier north of the baseline and the 2nd range east of the principal meridian. A township is then divided into 36 sections. Notice that the numbering is serpentine and kind of backwards, starting east to west. Let's just say our forefathers knew what they were doing. For instance, historically schools were placed in the section 16 so that they were pretty much in the middle for everybody to access. Each section is a 1 mile by 1 mile block of land, which would be 5,280 feet by 5,280 feet. And in total, that creates 640 acres of land. To provide a more manageable division of the land, the sections are then split into quarters. So let's take this section with a total 640 acres. When we quarter it, we get a northwest quarter, a southwest quarter, a southeast quarter, and a northeast quarter, all which contain 160 acres. That is still a lot of land, so we shall quarter it again, which gives us 4 quarters of 40-acre plots of land. Remember learning about 40 acres and a mule and ever wonder why 40 acres? Why not 30 or 50? Well, now you know. I'm pretty sure those mules will be quick to tell you that 40 acres is still a lot of land. So we shall divide it again into 10-acre quarters. So that's 4 10-acre quarters, and so on and so forth, keep quartering, giving us a survey grid that looks like this. So when you see a legal description that says the northeast quarter of the southeast quarter of the southwest quarter of Section 7 of Township T3N R2E, do not freak out. It is just telling you which square of the graph paper principal meridian baseline combo that particular piece of land is located. Let's sum up your big takeaways for this real estate exam. Principal meridians run north and south. Baselines run east to west. Ranges are found every 6 miles running north to south, and tiers are found every 6 miles running east to west. Townships are 6 miles by 6 mile blocks of land, and each township has 36 sections. A section is 1 mile by 1 mile, and a mile is 5,280 feet. A section contains 640 acres, and an acre has 43,560 square feet. Let's not forget, historically, schools were located in Section 16. So that's the basics. We could dig down into some more vocabulary, but I think it's best to let you wrap your head around all of this first. I hope this has helped, and as always, if you have any questions, just drop me a note, and I'll see you in class. Bye.